has reportedly introduced a bill that would remove certain restrictions on people under the age of 18 working, including possibly forcing them to work long hours. The bill, which has not yet passed, okay, not yet, but we live in Florida, so crazier things have happened, all right? And the bill hasn't advanced, but it could remove part of a state law that says 16 and 17-year-olds can't work before 6:30 a.m. or after 11 p.m. or for more than 8 hours when school is scheduled the next day. Civil rights attorney Alejandra Caraballo said, quote, Florida just introduced a bill to gut child labor laws and allow minors to work full-time and overnight, end quote. The bill, HB 49, was filed by House Republican Linda Chaney, and if passed after going through the state legislative procedure, will come into force on the 1st of July, 2024. The proposed bill is part of a nationwide trend aimed at weakening child labor protection laws. A Guardian article in May revealed that 10 states across America had either proposed or passed legislation to roll back such protections in the past 2 years. Is Sunshine State not so shiny anymore? These poor kids are going to be working overnight at Krispy Kreme. What are we all talking about? What in the living hell, cow?
Well, we all know that Florida has become a very shady state.
Shady,
so
for sure.
Not so shiny anymore. But I remember my first job was at a movie theater.
A movie co.
Yeah, when movie co existed. That was my favorite job ever. And every time, like, if I go on a job interview, they ask me what my favorite job was,
and
I
you say
that movie theater, because it was free popcorn and movies.
Oh my god!
I mean, what else do you want?
Yeah, and all your friends wanted to be friends with you because you worked at the movie theater.
I let them all in for free
in the back door.
So, yeah, no, right through the front. Like,
okay,
I was a ticket taker. Come on in. But and I always think about it from the perspective. I remember when I was working, and I would go to work after school. Sorry. And then, having to get up the next day, because those of you who remember, like, that bus came at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was still dark outside.
It's early in the morning. So, like, depending on how long it takes to get up, like, you're getting up at, 5:30 in the morning to get ready to go to school. So I think that's a lot. I think it's a lot to have kids, especially minors, work that many hours. I think it's asking too much.
And it's asking for trouble.
It's school's really important. And I think that we don't take education in this country as seriously as we should, or as other countries take education seriously. So I think this adds that layer that employers can take advantage more and getting more out of their workforce, which is not fair.
It's not fair. We all buy things from China. We all get things at Temu and Wish and Amazon, right? And those things come to us. And I'm always thinking, like, which person was getting paid 2 cents an hour to put this together? Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's where we're going towards, and that is very scary. But then on top of that, there are not, and I don't want to say this because not all parents are great parents. Okay, there's no manual teaching people how to be good parents. Okay, I've had friends that have been abused by their parents, physically and emotionally, and I've had friends that have had that their parents forced them to work and they're adults to help the family out. With as bad as things are, with how expensive it has become to live, especially here in South Florida, I feel that these kids are going to be taken advantage of.
And it's a large part of it also, and I recognize that. Because I teach, I'm an adjunct professor at Miami-Dade College at the North Campus, and I teach a lot of their online business and marketing classes. And I have a lot of students majority of my students are fresh out of high school. I would say 99%.
So they're like 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, and they all have jobs, because they all come from, a lot of them come from single family homes, and the stories that they tell me, that, they had to work, or they had to do this, or they have 2 jobs because they have to be able to support their families. And I get it. I understand. And I also recognize that they're also, trying to succeed and going to school and better themselves. But I don't think we should make it more accessible for employers to force kids.
Yeah.
Because they're still kids. They're minors.
Kids. Yeah.
You're
talking about a 15 and 16-year-old, Cal. We're not talking about, an 18 and 19-year-old has more things together to figure out what's right and what's wrong.
I mean, we're in our 40s, and like we have. I know. Don't tell anybody.
Can you cut that out? Production.
Rewind the tape. You know, like we've had great careers so far, and like you had a successful career in radio. You know, and I can't even imagine what time you had to get up in the morning to be on air at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I had
Like
to get up at 3 in the morning.
that's crazy, you know.
pretty.
And like you know, if I have to go to a meeting in Miami at 9 a.m., I have to leave home at 6:30 in the morning. Like, it's working is the rest of your life. So, I mean, I urge like these 16 and 17-year-olds, like, if you don't have to, don't do it. And for these parents, like, don't force your kids to do it. It's not fair. Like,
It's not.
kids are growing up so fast.
Let them
now.
be kids.
Let them be kids.
Jeez, my God. So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the Faye What Show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the Faye What Show. Get the week started with me.